Measure that. Here's my coffee cup. Look, quite huge.
Hi everybody, this is Jim from Project Ability. We're just doing this extra video to show you a close-up of the drawing of the still life and this particular element of the espresso cup. It was pretty tiny on the original film, so this is a sort of top tip video on drawing still life, and we're just blocking in the espresso cup at the moment. Not too worried about the lines too much just yet.
Coffee inside the cup, inside the espresso cup. Like that. And then we've got the handle.
So I'm still using this 3H pencil. It's nice and light. Use the eraser now and again, but later on you'll see it's mostly used to pick out highlights. So now we're going to put more tone into the drawing here. We've got the 2B pencil, and we're just starting to really make the lines a bit more pronounced and start the shading process. Try and make it a bit more 3D. You'll see later on that it's important, you can put these strong lines in, but the background has to interact with the cup as well. So you'll see later shading in the shadows on the bottom and the chopping block, and that really brings it to life, makes it more three-dimensional. As I remember, the lip of the espresso cup had quite a lot of highlights, and these various lines are trying to emulate that. The inside of the actual coffee were not just black, it were lots of different shades and some various highlights inside it, so you want that variation in there. And just so you remember, this is speeded up 200%. So I don't normally draw this quickly, but as you can see, I'm using a lot of cross-hatching. The inside of the cup's coming along, and now we're putting that shading on the outside of the cup, on the chopping block, to try and make it look more part of the still life. Instead of the cup floating in mid-air, the shading around it is going to root it in place into the drawing. Now we're trying to make the cup more round. My light source is obviously from the left-hand side, darker on the right-hand side. And here I'm drawing in the wood grain of the chopping block. And then I'm going to darken that down so the contrast between the chopping block and the cup is more pronounced. This is still just a 2B pencil. Didn't even go to a 4B, just a 2B. Just two pencils in this whole drawing, a 3H and a 2B. There's more grain lines in the wood. So your finger is a really great tool. It can smudge, can really help getting a round form. So use your thumb and your finger, and then what we'll do later is pick the highlights out again with an eraser. There we go. So I think here we're about to start doing the shadow of the cup, which will make it look as if it's actually sitting on a surface and not just floating around. I had to sharpen my pencil here, it was getting a bit blunt. So we'll get the shading done in, and that will be it. I hope you enjoyed this little detailed video. Using the finger again to smudge that shadow. Being this close, the cup looks a bit rough really, but it's got that three-dimensional character to it, which is what we wanted. So thanks for watching everybody, and we'll catch you again on the next video.